we have special guests coming in. Introduce you to an amazing young lady who has had a special honor bestowed upon her, and she's trying to get somewhere, and we'll tell you how you can help her get there. That's all coming up next. Stay with us. Anyway, something very nice and positive and sunny blew into our studios just over the last break. Amber Parsons is our guest today, and her dad is no stranger to the watchdog at all. And he contacted me because he's very proud of a special distinguishment that his daughter has achieved. So, Amber, thank you for coming in. Tell us what this is all about.
I was accepted into the Global Youth Leadership Summit in San Diego, California, and it just focuses on building leadership skills for the next generation.
Okay, and how did this come to be?
Well, my dad went to a Tony Robbins workshop a couple years ago, and he was looking through workshops and saw this and knew it was something I'd like to do, so he brought it up to me, and I looked through it, and I applied, and I got accepted.
Well, that's wonderful. So what all does this entail? When is it going to be? And you know, when is it? Is it this summer?
It's August 3rd through the 8th at the University of California, San Diego. And
Dad.
And.
Oh, Dad.
And. What am I forgetting?
And she had to go through a couple of different rounds to be accepted. Her grades were one. Community service was another thing that they looked at. And there was about 2,500 people kids who applied for it, and she was selected out of that group. I think there's a couple hundred going, and there would be kids there from every country in the world. And it's the meshing of being able to show a lot of it is we're all the same. We're all in the same boat.
Right.
We're all, and just being able to interact with people and being able to develop those skills that'll allow her to do it and to change the world in the process.
Okay, so Dad, you went to a Tony Robbins seminar, which is on my list to do. How was that?
Incredible.
Yeah, I
Incredible.
bet. And when you found this out, and I think that you're probably thinking along the same lines that I'm thinking is, if I had this at a younger age.
Oh, yeah. I told her I want to go in the suitcase. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I
What
want
would
to go.
my life be like? I don't think that we can impress enough upon our children that these might be the most important lessons they ever learn.
Yeah.
And the earlier you learn them, the better life you will live, more fulfilling for yourself and better for this world.
Yeah, and not throwing anything at anybody, but they don't teach this in school.
They do not teach this in
And if
school.
they did, things might be different.
Absolutely.
It's just being able to, if you're on this level and you can bring your peer group up to that level, everything's better and everything changes. And that's something that I'm like you said, I'm tickled to death she's getting to learn it at this age and being able to use that and moving on. I mean, you can do community service, you can do all the other things, but you still, if you can break out of that and lead and know what you're worth, know what your value is.
Right, absolutely. So let's talk about your community service. What are you doing in the community?
I've raised over 5,000
over the years.
5,000. That's more than
for St. Baldrick's. Yeah, over 5,000 in 12 years.
Personally, over $5,000 for St. Baldrick's. I volunteer at the soup kitchen and I work with little kids.
In the Fab Board at the mall.
Yeah, I'm on the Fashion Advisory Board at the mall.
Uh-huh.
And
you've done March of Dimes, you've done Heart Association. I mean, through all the programs that the kids go through, Jump Rope for Life, all the things that the kids do over the years through school and things like that. So she's done quite a bit of it, plus all the work for church.
So tell me, where are you a student?
I go to Wheeling Park High School.
Okay. And what year are you going into?
I'm going to be a senior.
You're going to be a senior. Okay. So how long has this process been? When did you first hear about it? When did you start applying? And how long has the process been till you found out that you were one of the ones selected?
April, when we first put the first paper.
When I first heard about it was 2 summers ago.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think it was early May, the first or second, I put in the paperwork. And then I heard back the last week of May that I was accepted.
After the second round, and then the phone round, and yeah.
Yeah, there was initial, you just had to type, essay questions.
Uh-huh.
and then there was a phone interview, and then I think there was a smaller another essay question interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took 2 weeks, and then I got an acceptance letter.
And then when I did my interview that you didn't know about, but
Yeah.
they contacted the parents to make sure,
This,
that our answers jived, I guess.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So then what all is going to be taking place? What are you going to be learning? Do you know? Do you have like a rundown of the different things? What attracted you to this other than Dad saying, I think this would be a really good thing for you?
Just the opportunity. I wanted to like work with other kids from all around the world. Mm-hmm. That attracted me to it.
And I mean, they have guest speakers every night that come in that have been through the Robbins training and all that. And then they go out and they do community service in the community, but it's also building the skills of, I think, team. I know they break them into teams. To be honest, they don't break it down as far as an itinerary yet, as far as telling us everything they're going to do. But from watching the videos that are out there from recaps from previous years, they do that. And then they work one-on-one with each group within the group to build up their skills. There's things like breaking through problems. They use different metaphors. I don't know if you ever saw the video when Oprah went to the Tony Robbins deal, when they walk through fire. Well, with the kids, they break through boards.
Oh, okay.
And they have them like write problems they think they'll never break through, put an X through it, and then they have them break the boards. They teach them how to break the boards to break through to the next level that the problems aren't permanent.
That's cool. That's really cool. So I imagine that it's going to cost a pretty penny to fly clear out across the country. You're trying to raise some money. What are you doing in fundraising just to get you to this camp?
Well, we have a U-Caring set up, and I sent out letters to different organizations. And for every $100 we receive in donations, I do an hour of community service, and a senior in the Valley gets their senior pictures done for free. So.
And how's that working?
Good. We've got a little. The goal.
How are people getting their senior pictures? I mean, let's explain that.
You're a photographer. I'm a photographer, and we identified through the schools some of the kids whose parents could not afford it. There were just no way they were going to be able to afford to get their seniors done. So we're doing those kids, and we're contacting them individually and saying, "Hey, you want a prize or whatever," without telling them why, and just, "Hey, your seniors are free here," and we're just setting it up with them, take them out. Unfortunately, to be honest, we've only done a couple because the weather's been so bad.
No.
I mean, I'm hoping in July and August we can get out, or September, but we will eventually get them all fulfilled and out to the kids, and that's just to pay it forward initiative of making the leadership thing. I mean, I feel like that's part of what they're teaching them. And the thing that shocked me was when we, after the month in June, around June 1st, I think, about a month ago is when we found out you were accepted. They said, "That's great. You can't pay for it. We want her to raise the money.
Really?
We want her to use her leadership skills. Let's see what she has." And it's basically putting the rubber to the road.
So it's wow. So this is like, okay, you've got accepted to our program. Mom and Dad, you can't write a check.
Right. And I mean, we can, at the end, if we have to, I mean, it's not like we're not contributing at all, but they want her to raise as much money as they can.
Because it's about being a leader.
Right. Right. So, I mean, that was the big thing that kind of surprised us. We were like, yeah, okay. Because you're putting yourself out there. I mean, especially through social media with the U-Caring thing that we're doing. We've got.
So what's the U-Caring?
It's basically it's a
well,
GoFundMe.
Let's let her.
Go ahead.
You tell.
I'll talk all day. I'm not bad.
Yeah, you have, but she's the one that has to have
That's
the leadership
right. You do
skills.
it.
So Amber, we're gonna turn this interview over to you. You're the one that's responsible. You have to raise this money and you have to lead. You're working on becoming a leader. So let's talk about this. What is this?
The U-Caring?
Yes.
On the U-Caring, we put all the information that we've said here about the thing, and it's really good for family who lives a couple hours away or people who we don't see all the time because they can donate online. And I think we have $690 so far.
Okay.
Out of $1,500.
Okay.
So we're almost halfway there.
Wonderful. And so what else are you doing personally? Are you what are you doing personally? Because besides the U-Caring.
Well, we got the bake sale set up.
Yeah, we have a bake sale set up. I was going to ask what day it was.
The concerts. Good.
We have a bake sale set up. We're looking into setting up a concert.
Okay.
And have bands come perform.
Okay.
And I sent out letters.
All right.
Explaining. I feel like I know I did more, but I can't remember anything.
I know, because you're nervous about being on the radio,
Yes.
and that's okay. But you know what? You're going to be different when you come back from
Yes.
this, and you're going to be able to just like snap off these answers right away. So what are you most looking forward to, besides meeting other people from all around the world? What are you hoping that how this changes your life when you come back? This experience.
I'll be able to like be more forward when talking. Not have to like look at my dad every 2 seconds for an answer. And be more confident in the answers I give, and be able to lead people, like if it's a school project or just like going to the grocery store. Okay, we need to get this, this, and this. Just
being able to lead your life and lead others as well. So, what is your burning desire as a student? What are you looking to study, and what are you hoping that your life is going to look like 10 years from now? What does that look like?
I want to study elementary education and musical theater.
Okay.
If I go to West Lib, I'll do both. But if I get accepted at Carnegie Mellon, I'll just focus on musical theater for that. And I want to move to New York.
Okay. Well, then, you know what? If you believe it, you can achieve it, definitely. And I think that this is one of the best places where you'll get the training for that. So if anyone wants to donate, or anyone has any fundraising ideas, or anyone knows anyone in need who needs a senior picture and would like to maybe make a donation so that someone can get their pictures taken, give us the how they can get in touch with you, or how that can be done.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm
Oh, okay. If you go to youcaring.org, and at the top there's a search box, and you put Amber. If you put Amber Parsons in, that will come up. As far as donation goes, we're both on Facebook. We're both on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter.
And all the rest of the usual suspects. And they can, they can contact us that way. And I didn't think of that. If anybody that knows a senior that is in need to do it, let us know. We'll do it.
Well, that's nice, though. But if you know a senior, and, this is what I'm thinking, is that if you know a senior and you make a donation in their name, you can actually be getting their pictures done for them.
Yeah.
And helping two kids at the same time.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If they want to do that, that's fine. And let us know. We can, we're good. We're just, I mean, I hadn't even really thought about that. But, yeah, that's cool, Sherrie. We can do that. No problem.
Okay, wonderful.
No problem. But yeah, it's youcaring.org, and then just search for Amber Parsons on there. Just put that in the search box; it'll come up. Or like I said, contact us on Facebook, and we can, get them whatever information they want.
That sounds wonderful, Amber. I hope that you're going to be successful at this. I know that. First of all, you set out that intention. I'm sure that you are going to be successful with this, and I hope that this is everything that you want it to be, and so much more. And I hope that maybe when you come back, you'll share a little bit about what you learned, so that you can pass it on to other teens.
Definitely.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Amber and Dave, thank you very much for joining us today. Appreciate it very much. And again, you can go to
YouCaring.
Or YouCaring.
That's okay.
YouCaring.org or get them on Facebook. All right, Matt, let's go ahead, take a break, and we'll be back with more on the broadcast. Stay with us.
Moments of decisions, moments like right now. Feel the grace that guides you, the grace that's in you, as you, it is you. Remember, life doesn't happen to us. It happens for us. Live strong, love your life, and live with passion. God bless.